Hi dear ones, this is Wasim Maisra. Hope you are doing great. And I'm coming in this video today to ask you this question. What are you studying this summer? What are you studying as a practice in your tarot? Is there something you want to strengthen? Is there something you want to dive deep in? Or do you just want to have fun with your tarot decks and just enjoy the summer? It doesn't matter what answer you might have, but I'm going to share with you some of the books that might help you in this journey that you are having. These books, some come from our own publishing house, but others come from other editors and other authors. I will start with Tarot at Crossroad. This book is one of the books that I have read when I was kind of discovering the cards and what I can do with them and so on. It's a quite interesting book, but it's kind of a beginner for me. But at the same time, it brings me back to the basics. It brings me back to that aspect of, are you enjoying the practice, or have you gone so much far that you forgot to enjoy the process? What I love in this book is that it has spreads that you can make, that you can experiment, and it's not about the quantity of spreads that you might have in this book. It's about how you can use one spread at a time. It's very interesting because you can know more about also the major arcanas and some cards, and you can discover many tarot cards that are here that you might enjoy or you might like discovering if you don't have them. And so this is the first one. The second one is kind of my teaching tool. I like teaching with this book. It's called the Tarot Coloring Book. It's not much about studying yet. It shows in so much detail some of the cards that you can really explore the symbolism and the geometry forms and the different colors, because you have to color it. And to color it, you would have to ask yourself a question: why is this blue and why is this red? Of course, this is my virgin kind of format because I'm teaching with it. I don't want to bring any colors, but you might want to color it or just study the symbolism. And what is very nice in this book is that you have also the description of the symbols and also the elements contained in the card. It's a very, very nice studying book. Another deck, I'm sorry I'm talking about decks because I've been talking about decks all day, right? So the next book is Tarot Spells. Now, this book is about spells, of course. But if you get the chance, like me, to be close to the waters or the beach or the ocean, it would be really nice to combine these two passions together. So when you go to the beach, you might want to work on one of the spells using your tarot deck and the magic of the ocean. What is very interesting in this book is its variety. You have so many topics and you have so many creative rituals. Let me just see. Oh, here we go. That you can choose the ones that you want to focus on with the summer theme. You might link the summer to the love and the relationship. Maybe you might relate it to the dreams because you are connected to the waters. Anyway, I suggest you to choose the themes that work best for you for your summer, depending the season where you are, because I know that some of you are in Australia too. You can combine the season or your vacation with the tarot spells, which is a really, really nice, interesting thing to do. For my site, of course, I link the waters with my spells, and sometimes I use the tarot in a very energetic and vibrational way to do so. Another book that is one of the best, according to me, is Tarot for Yourself. I have shown this deck as a beginner's book, but there are some practices that are nice to go back to or to dive deep in. This book is by Marie Greer, which has a really long experience in the field. So you might want to choose just one chapter to dive in, or you might go through all the book. Now, For example, I'm seeing the emotions and I'm linking them to the ocean and the waters. So that might be something I would work on. Maybe prosperity, preparing for your summer, for your autumn, which is the the September season, the new season for maybe for cells such as ourselves, or for the kids to enter to the school and so on. So it depends on your goal and objective. I love this way of working with the books, one chapter sometimes, because I don't have much time to go through all the books in one row. I read many books at the same time, and that brings my time really. My time is reduced. I am also a publisher, so I have to review the books for the year to be published. So I read already during my day. And that's why going into some chapters in this way is quite helpful for me. And that is so true, especially for this book that I have received from Andy Matzner. It's a very, very nice book. I feel really this resonates with me at the level where I am regarding my practice and my way of seeing tarot. It is about self development, and it is about diving deep within yourself, not only about tarot, which is very interesting. You see that I have put it on the Wheel of Fortune because I was reading through. But what you can do, this is one um, thing you can experiment, is to calculate your date of birth and see which tarot card corresponds to it. You can also play with your year or with the months and explore the major cards that go with it. Another way to do it is to go through the content, which is, let me see where it is, because this is a very nice way to do it, because you have themes. So it's not only about every card and every theme like High Priestess, Emperor, and so on, but it is about the thematic that Andy has added to every card. Again, talking about the Hermit, emotional intelligence. This is my work for this summer. So how can I go through this with the waters? How can I also reduce the stress because of my work or because of the actual environment? How can I overcome my own limitations and put boundaries to preserve that space for me? So instead of going through all the book, I will choose just some cards to dive in deep. And I will bring again, he has, just a second. I forgot to talk about our books. I'm going to bring them in a minute, but there are some other books that have been written by Andy Matzner. These books are also very valuable. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. It combines the creativity. I mean, if you are into art, you might like to explore this one because there is art, there is journaling, there is a conversation, and actually, to be honest, I really did not find any book that brings all this in one book, like this one. Journaling the Tarot is another one, but this one also reminds me of the Gaian Tarot companion book, which has a very, very good prompt questions that go along with this. This one also, you have questions per card, and actually you can combine it very, very well with this one, Tarot for Transformation. These two work very well together. Now I'm going to bring my own books because they are also constructed for people who have been very busy or mystic souls, but those who want to do a challenge once a while or to do a challenge for every day. That is depending on your time. So this book, let me just show you the different challenges we have. You have different thematics. So to fight stereotypes or to reconciliate with time, to connect with roses, my love, and trees, and so on. So you can choose your topic, and it goes for 7 days. But I say 7 days, but you can do them in one day. I mean, I know some people who do them in really one day. And that it depends on the time you have. You might have an hour, you might have 2 hours, and that would work perfectly. I hope you had a time to see all the content here on the book. This one is for Mystic Souls. It goes a little bit deeper on the thematics, and it talks about the modernity, it talks about the mystic, being a mystic in the world, talks about how to explore, how to be wild in our relationships. And it has the shadow book and it has the light book, or book of the shadows and book of light. And also it has a section for fun, which one of them was made, Kinder Challenge was made by my friend Steph, and it's very, very funny one to do. Talking about Steph, she I don't have the English version. It's available online. It's available on Amazon, and I'm gonna leave the link below because I was in a fair and I brought it to present it also. So I don't have it yet, but you can find it. It's Challenges with Tarot and Oracle around the world. And with this one, you're gonna find a challenge really for this month. You can have the challenge for June and you can have the challenge for July, so you have really these months, and the summer, which is August, and then you enter into September. So this is a really, really fun one to have in summer, and it's quite easy and really fun to do. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me show you two maybe books that are not necessarily linked to tarot, but you might enjoy them if you want to develop a practice or you want to work on a specific field. So one of them is Mindful Creative Photography. This is one of our latest books, and it has 12 weeks to cultivate the awareness of seeing and live meaningful experiences. This one has 12 challenges, 12 photography challenges. We go through thematics such as for love of cats, developing the senses, exploring the texture, and being a tourist. Even if you don't go to another town or you don't change the city for this summer, you can definitely explore it because the prompts that have been brought in this book are meant for people who are beginners or are advanced in photography and they want to develop their creativity. Indeed, this book is about creativity and also mindfulness because we don't want to focus on the quantity of the pictures we take. We are in the age of Instagram. We know that it's about really quantity, but at the same time, we want to focus on the quality of the pictures we take and our link to the photography art, and also the link to the things we take pictures of. So this one would be really, really nice way to spend your summer. And finally, to not forget the workbook and journal, also to work for people who want to develop a spiritual practice and rebalance themselves. Your year or beginning of a year might have been quite difficult. Many have lived difficulties, I know, especially here in Europe regarding the economical and financial situation. But at the same time, you can take time to rest, at the same time to return to your center. So this guidebook is quite book, and it's quite small, and it is linked to the book of the same name, Thriving in the New Vibration, by Chris and Maggie DeCamp, and it talks about how to reconnect with our life purpose, the beliefs, how to get away from negative influences, how to take care of ourselves, how to maintain a journal and maintenance of our health through a journal, how to communicate with our guides, and how do we go from here. It's a quite interesting book. I have been going through it in June because I have gone through also a very, very big month. I was reading it and the Psychic Self-Defense Kit. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will spend a very nice summer. Of course, we will meet again. And please like the video, share it, share about the books that you are reading or that are helping you in this summer. And much love. Bye-bye.